Oh, what do we got here? It's Top Gun, developed and published by Konami. It's a good sign, right? You know, Konami. They put out some pretty good stuff. This game's kind of notorious, in a way, mostly for the landing sequence, which some people say is not even that bad if you just do what you have to do. Problem is, it's a little bit obtuse, and people aren't quite sure. Look at that beautiful splash screen there. Mission 1, training for the next mission. Alright, well, doing a mission so we can have a mission. Okay. Okay, we get to select our missile type here, the Hound, the Wolf, or the Tiger. You know, you either get a super powerful one to get less of it. Either way, you know, you even out to the same amount of power. We'll try the Hound to start out with here. I've never played Top Gun, so this is going to be a brand new experience here. What's he say? I'm assuming it'll just take off for me. Yeah, and it did. It did. Okay, ready? There we go. Now we're in control. So, immediately, it's a pretty impressive feat, isn't it? Look at this. Who would have expected a 3D-ish flight simulator on the NES? I say flight simulator, you know, in kind of a loose term. It obviously doesn't really simulate much. It's an action. It's a combat flight sim. You happen to be flying and fighting, you know. That's kind of more where we're at. Oh no. Now they're finally shooting back at us. Looks like we managed to avoid certain death. I assume B fires a missile, so we'll try one of those next time we get a target here, which should be coming right up here. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. They lock on. Oh no! We got hit. That's no good. Saw it coming. So Top Gun. This is definitely one of those games where not only would you expect a video game to come up for it because it was so popular, but it kind of lends itself well to video game format, you know? I mean, come on, you get in a plane and you shoot down all the other planes. It's a tale as old as time in video games. You know, we still get Ace Combat games to this day. Oh, I didn't know. I felt like it, you know, it was following my movements. I gotta figure out how to get away from those missiles. Maybe I should, you know, dive instead of lift to try and avoid them. I don't know, though. No, now this is the kind of NES game that your dad would play. You see, this is one. This ain't just a video game. This is a sophisticated piece of technology right here. Name one dad that doesn't enjoy a flight simulator. Yeah, it's all fairly by the book. My. Okay, well, I got one. Hooray. 2 landing sequence. Now, this is the part that really tended to drive people nuts. But, if I'm not mistaken, it's mostly because they completely misunderstood what the game was trying to ask you. They always thought that you had to balance your plane out visually on the upper screen. When we get there, yeah, what we gotta actually do is match our speed and altitude there. So, we gotta get down to 288 speed. Easier said than done here. Come on, I need my speed to drop faster than that, man. Oh, okay, okay, good. Holding B actually helps with that. 288. And then, yeah. You gotta match the speed and altitude. Up. Left, left. 200 altitude. That seems right enough. And look at that. First try. First try, you land it. That's like half the battle right there. It's just knowing what it wants you to do to land. Is it still a pain in the ass even when you know what to do? Absolutely, yes. We have no lives either, so, you know, that's great. We died twice in training, so that's not gonna get us much of anywhere. But we landed the plane, the thing that has baffled so many players in the past, and it's the first time we've ever played it. Don't mean to flex on all of you, but, you know, something of a Top Gun expert. Okay, we shoot the missiles down. That appears to be our best option, actually. Oh, come on. Ooh, we got grazed by that machine gun fire just a little bit, it seems. Oh, I don't know how I didn't get roasted right there. This is a game where a turbo button really works to your advantage, you know. I mean, a machine gun being turbo fired, that's just basic stuff right there. No one's gonna get too angry at you for that. There we go. We evaded the danger. It's an action-packed game, you know. Well, don't lose too much altitude. Don't want to crash right into the ocean. Yeah, look at that. Taking down the boats. What is our goal in this mission? I don't know. You know, I figure if you just fly around and shoot stuff enough, the game... Oh, brutal. If you just roll around and shoot stuff enough, eventually something successful will happen. Push start key. You know, I have no other choice. Does look like this is a game with no continues, so it's gonna severely push your abilities if you're looking to actually beat it. Training for the next mission! I'm aware. The Hound is perfectly fine for the training mission. I do feel like your in-air control feels just a little bit sluggish. Like you feel like you should have a little bit more pep to your step when you're moving around here, but you don't, so you gotta just deal with it in any way you can, you know? Wow, feel great for missing all those. The missiles were too slow to really make any real contact, so great to know. It's just smooth sailing, you know, smooth flying straight. Yeah, when I think about it, I really haven't played a whole lot of combat flight simulators in my day. I think the one I've spent the most time with is an old EA game called Fighter Pilot, which it's an old one. We used to play two-player LAN in my house. Me and my brother, or me and my dad. We'd play it. And one of our computers was notably weaker than the other one. So we would do this extremely cheeky thing where if we kept rapidly dropping flares, it would cause the frame rate of the other computer to go down so intensely that they couldn't fight back. We always did that to my dad, and you know, he took it on the chin, but he was like, alright. You gonna do it that way? Is that how we're really gonna do this? So yeah, I spent a lot of time with Fighter Pilot. and probably Red Baron 2 might be the other one. But I mean, who hasn't spent a lot of time with that? I mean, come on. It's free in the pizza box. Everyone had Red Baron 2. And it ran on a potato. Otherwise, I have never really dipped my feet into the Ace Combat games. I've been meaning to. I hear they're exceptional. Just haven't gotten to it yet. I don't know if you want to count Star Wars Rogue Squadron. You know, I played a bit of that as well, but that's, you know, that's kind of its own thing right there. And if you want to talk about flying and combat and being its own thing, there was a older PC game that I used to play. Never hear anybody talk about it. It was called Flying Heroes. It was basically a Quake on wings. You could play as any number of factions. There was like a magic faction, a Zeppelin faction, a bird riding faction, a dragon riding faction, and it played more or less like Quake, but in a full, you know, 3D space with a Z-axis and everything. It was pretty good, honestly. Left, left. I get you. Left, left, right, right. Oh, no. Up, up. Yeah. We definitely got to go up a little bit. Left, left, right, right. It's keeping properly to the left or properly to the right that I'm most worried about at this point, honestly. Speed up. Okay. Right, right. Gotta go down a little bit. Keep our speed up. Keep up. Oh, I'm nervous. That was good enough. Good. The game gives you enough wiggle room to where you, even if your numbers ain't perfect, you can still make it. See, what is people's problem with trying to land? It's easy. Destroy an enemy aircraft carrier. So is that all you do is just destroy one? Let's take the wolf. Let's see if this helps us out any. It helps that we have all our lives, you know. We didn't die in training this time. Which, you know, again, always expect that you're gonna be a little unimpressive on your first attempt in the game. You can't be the very best that ever was in your very first attempt. You can think you are, but you won't be. Living in a state of denial doesn't just make it true, man. Good stuff there. Oh, no. Okay, we avoided that. Gotta keep our eye on the horizon for any aircraft carriers. I'm assuming when it says destroy an aircraft carrier, it means, yeah, literally just find anyone you want and destroy it. Oh, shoot. Ah, man, yeah, see, it's really hard to evade missiles once they lock onto you. Which I guess, you know, is probably by design. Missiles are supposed to be deadly, but I feel like I'm, you know, missing something. I guess these are not aircraft carriers. There we go, avoided that missile. Those are just regular boats that no one cares about. This, however... Nope, that was a submarine. The missiles doing wonders against the boats, as one may expect. Do need a little more altitude here, though. You know, worrying myself a little bit. You bastard. I wasn't even looking. I just, you know, started to look down a little bit, and lo and behold, there's a bunch of missiles coming right at me. Oh god, such low altitude. Come on, man, pick it up, pick it up. And don't look down. That's how missiles kill you. As long as you don't look at the missile, it won't really be there. Oh gosh. Oh, see? Just gotta look away from it and then you're safe. Ignorance is not only bliss, ignorance will save your life in this game. Just get me an aircraft carrier, bud. That's what I'm really looking to get my hands on right now. As you may expect. I know, how controversial. I'm looking for the thing that I need to destroy to beat the level. Push start, fuel empty. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's a refueling process. Here we go. Control. Oh, do I have to do something here? Or is it... I think... Okay. Oh, gotta speed up. Up, 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 down, down, down. Right, right, right. Speed up. There we go, connected. Everything's interactive in this game, you know, you gotta do everything by scratch. From scratch. Goodbye, beautiful plane. Alright. Back on the hunt! Never mind. Never mind. We'll just get immediately bodied by a torpedo. We'll find this out one way or another. It's certainly not, you know, Konami's best effort ever. There's a reason the game has a little bit of a reputation, although I feel like a lot of that reputation is based on the landing sequence and people just genuinely not knowing what they're doing with it. You know, don't mean to be controversial and say, hey, it's your fault for being bad. But at the same time, kinda. I hate it when they get away, you know. I mean, it literally doesn't matter at all, but you like the satisfaction of watching them blow up. They're way faster than me. It's like, come on, is this the best that the US military can give us? I haven't seen Top Gun. I know, another classic I haven't seen. So I don't know, but I'm assuming that, you know, since Tom Cruise is the hero, that it's most definitely American. Plus, I mean, come on, how often do you see a movie about, like, oh, the British military? Nah, nah, nah. America's the one that's got the military fetish. Much to the chagrin of just about everybody else in the world. It's such a lonely sounding game, you know? So, pretty easy to evade those. You just go to the right and then go to the left, or vice versa. Go one direction, and then go the other. Oh no. We got hit. Slightly. Who are we training against anyway? Like, is the military surplus so high that they can just afford to send out men to die in training planes just for the sake of training one man? The answer is yes. Of course. How could you dare think otherwise? Otherwise, you know, you kind of run out of stuff to say about this game. Without the Top Gun name, what is it? It's just a fairly bland game about flying around and shooting things. You're not in space, which is probably for the best because it'll give you Star Voyager flashbacks. That game was virtually unplayable. If not ambitious, and you know, I am nothing if not forgiving when a game shows a little ambition and underdelivers. Suppose you could call this ambitious too, you know? Left, left. God, it's like I'm doing some shitty group dance at a high school dance or something like that. You'll know the kind. Electric slide, cha-cha slide, whichever one. Whichever slide of choice you may endeavor to take part in. Was that too high? That was too high. Yep, that was my fault. I got mission accomplished. So fortunately, it looks like you still make it through even if you crash. Let's take the wolf again here. I don't know if that takes the life away from you or not, but it looks like landing is also optional. That's funny. A big fire explosion. You did it. Good job, son. So yeah, it does definitely still take a lot of your attention. You gotta keep your eyes open and stay vigilant when trying to land. I'm not gonna try to say, oh, landing's the easiest thing ever. That's why I did it successfully twice in a row. No, I just, you know, I understood what was generally going on. But you still gotta actually, you know... Oh, there we go. Somehow avoided that. You still gotta... actually execute it. Is what I'm trying to say. Back here. There you go. Bastard man. No! Oh, okay, got away. Radar 1. Is there like a Radar 2 that we can indulge in? Or is it all a lie? Just don't even look at him. Don't even look at him. Don't give the missile any opportunity to hit you. Oh. No! We got taken down by its machine gun fire. It's the first time we've died to that, man. I'm just trying to find the aircraft carrier. You know? It's saying that's what I gotta destroy to make this mission a success, but it's a mystery. Gosh. Okay, so you do for sure lose a life when you don't stick the landing. It's a difficult game. What can I say? Look at that. Top Gun Anthem. Copyright 1986 by Famous Music Corporation. Yeah. Why don't we just kick back and enjoy a little bit of the Top Gun Anthem in glorious 8-bit. I may not have seen the movie, but I know the Top Gun Anthem. Yeah. I actually wouldn't be shocked at all if this literally was a game that they just, like, they were in the middle of creating, and then they were told, hey, slap the Top Gun name on there, why don't you? Oh yeah. What a bop. Alright. This ain't a music channel. What are you talking about? It's the most impressive part of the game right there, is that little animation. It's just gonna be mission 1 and 2 over and over again, isn't it? How uneven the horizon looks when you're rolling. Look at that. Right in the center there. What are you saying? I should focus on shooting? No, no, no. I'd be lying to you if I tried to say that the game didn't lose its luster pretty quickly. The novelty of a faux 3D flight sim on the NES is certainly worth noting. But the staying power isn't quite there, I wouldn't say. I'm sure there were some people out there, you know, when this game came out who just got an absolute kick out of this and were like, I have to beat it, and they had a lot of fun. You'll find a fan for literally any game that exists. So it's kind of a non-statement, you know. I can't I can't think of any game that wouldn't at least have an ironic fan base. If not completely genuine, then at least, oh, it's so bad it's good. Jeez. See, this is a little part of the problem here. I start rolling towards them with the intention of, you know, shooting them down. And you just can't really catch up with them. Gosh, and those missiles, those are a pain too. They kind of just seem to dance around your crosshair. You don't want to die in the training mission. Yet, that's exactly what happened. You know, there's a reason most people stuck with horizontal and vertical shmups back in the day. And this ain't the first flight sim. I mean, it is the first flight sim. Unless you want to count Star Voyager, then it's absolutely not. But this ain't the last flight simulator that we'll be playing in this NES series either. No, no, no. You'd be surprised the sheer amount of things that various developers tried to cram onto this poor little piece of hardware. It's not as bad as, you know, the Atari 2600, where they're like, hey, you know this super powerful state-of-the-art arcade game? Let's try to make it work on this kind of pathetic piece of hardware. And they were like, sounds good, we just want the money. For all, you know, the, what am I trying to say here? For all the fanfare that the Atari 2600 has, you know, for just, you know, its place in history and all that, it is certainly guilty of some suboptimal performance. I don't think anyone will argue that. This should be just about perfect, right? Yeah. Okay, that was fine right there. Look at that. 10,000 points to Gryffindor. which makes up the bulk of your points at that point. Alright. Enemy aircraft. I want to destroy it. That's all I want from this life, is to destroy an enemy aircraft. Got me missiles. Got me jet. To shoot down some boats. From 10,000 feet in the air. There, now it's 10,000. Now I'm not a liar. See, when the missiles just kind of melt in your mouth like that, it's no big deal. You gotta just ignore half the planes that come at you, because, you know, they're in... Oh, no! Okay, somehow avoided that. I feel like you gotta, like, not just go in one direction, you just gotta kind of manically roll around in multiple different directions, and that's the only real way that you're gonna escape the fiery grasp of the missiles. Danger, please. You think you can get me that way? Yep. You just kind of manically turn every which way, and then you escape the missiles. Either way, give me aircraft carrier. Got hit by another machine gun. I think one more and we're out. Down and out for the count. Gosh, I tried to roll and bob and weave, but it wasn't enough. The missiles still have my number. Pretty much every time. Oh, that was a plane, not a boat. Boats don't launch out of the water and start flying at you. Okay. The submarines are my biggest enemy here. They're the ones that launch those triple missile barrages at you. And then you're left saying, why are you doing this to me? Gain a little more altitude here, you know, get a little bit more wiggle room. Feel like I'm using up a few more missiles than I should. God! It's certainly frustrating, you know? I'm not gonna pretend that it's not. The missiles give you kind of a feeling of complete powerlessness, which in a video game is not a feeling that you want to have. Yes, give me the Hound. I don't really ever use the Hound in the training mission, which is my own problem. Okay. I know. I'm going radio silent on you. All I can do is apologize and say my brain is empty. It has smoothed out. Not a single synapse is firing off. It's just the same level of Top Gun. Repeatedly. And you know, I've kind of made this statement before too. Is that's kind of the nature of the show. Is some episodes will just naturally be more exciting than others. An episode that I managed to make a lot of progress on, it's going to be a little more fun to watch probably. An episode with a game where you just kind of get stuck like a brick wall on. That one hurts. I will say now as well, I confirmed it. I was half a screen away from actually beating the Karate Kid, so that stings. That hurts you a lot. Nearly beat one of the most notoriously unfair games on the NES in less than an hour. Ah! The missiles! For all of the nice defending of this game that I attempt to do, the missiles really just kind of make me want to yell at the game in anger. As is prone to happen when you're in a scenario that you can't really do anything about. Look at that, our missiles aren't even fast enough to catch them. So when you ask what's the point? Select and start don't do anything in the middle of a mission. Pressing them right now. Alright, to the landing sequence, for better or for worse. Like how you gotta wait for, the entire altitude drop, which makes sense, I suppose. Speed down, yeah, I getcha. Then you just tap it, Just a little bit of tippy taps on your controller. Keep your altitude and your speed at a reasonable level each. Oh gosh. I feel like I'm... That's bad, yep. No! We're good. I thought for sure those dials were a little off. I thought I'm gonna bite the big one, but no. See, that's the most exciting nail-biting part of the whole game. Destroy an enemy aircraft carrier. It's that simple. Just destroy one, man. I don't know what your problem is. Why are you having such a hard time with this? Well, because they have actually shrouded their aircraft carriers with a very complex cloaking technology. You can't see them. You gotta fly through the enemy's entire air force just to get to one aircraft carrier. At least that missile was kind enough to get shot out of the sky. Come on now, come on. Enough with that. Enough getting hit with the pea shooters. Okay, saved it. Narrowly and barely. Please. I can't take any more of this machine gun fire. We just ignore that completely. Oh, danger? How awful. It'd be a shame if I were to just ignore it completely. I guess not ignore, but avoid. You think you're slick? shooting your Delios. That's all I can call them. Oh. Upsetting. Okay, avoided that one. That's good, I suppose. Just give aircraft carrier right now, and I will stop threatening you. I think that is our life bar on the lower part of the screen. But yeah, that's definitely our life bar. Well, now we're dead. I mean, that's the highest score we've achieved, so that's gotta count as progress, right? Oh. This is one of those episodes that is dragging a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm committed to a full 60 seconds. Seconds. Why do I confuse seconds with minutes? A full 60 minutes. You know, we're just like that news show. 60 minutes. Which always made me real anxious as a kid because, you know, the ads for it was always just that ominous voice and then followed with no music, no nothing, just that TikTok sound. Click, 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 click. And I was like, ugh, what's going on here? Look at that. 20,000 feet in the air, exactly. We can't be stopped at this point. It's vital that we stay here. Why? I don't know. I'm just trying to add a caveat to the game to kill the tedium. Good. We have avoided death by missile once. Let's see if we can do it a couple more times and then stick the landing. You know, you want to not die in the training mission so you have as many chances in mission 2 as you can muster. I don't want to talk about it. Don't say a word. Oh. And what if we just like completely nosedive in the training mission? Can we pierce down through the clouds? Will we eventually see the ocean? Nope, that's the lowest we can be is 10,000 feet. Well, that's an odd little thing to add in the game. Is like, yep, you're either high up in the sky or you're low in the sky. I don't know why I expected them to do something to the level of, say, oh, look, now you've gone through the clouds and you can see the ocean. That seems a little, you know, a little too fancy for this era. Not that I'm doubting Konami, mind you. Would I doubt modern day Konami? Yeah. What do I want? A Top Gun pachinko machine? Gotta be joking me. Let's just say, just bring me to land. Gotta go up so you can go down. Hey, and the clouds have vanished miraculously. That's why it goes up, so that it can despawn the cloud textures. If you want to really call them textures at this point. It's more just kind of a straight color. Why's it gotta be a straight color, huh? Look. Don't even start with me. It's nerve-wracking, man. It's nerve-wracking. It should be fine, yeah. That should be perfect. Whoo! Now, you know, the bonus points are nice, but why couldn't you give me something like, here's an extra life? Well, because if you don't do it, you just lose the life, so, you know. They can't be that kind about everything. Not kind about anything in this game. What am I talking about, you know? And mission start. Send all your missiles to in the center of my crosshair, and then we can consider being friends. Now I wonder, is the altitude a farce? Can I actually just, like, stay as close to the water as I want and be fine? You might ask, why would that be a thing? I'd say, well, because NES games are weird, and they don't always adhere to any real meaning. Oh, wow, I survived that. I haven't taken any damage yet either. You know, it's a good day, but all it takes is one stray missile to change that and make it a bad day. Oh, or, you know, a couple little hits of machine gun fire like that. That'll have a similar effect. I tried to shoot it down, but it wouldn't get into the center of my crosshair. I cannot stress enough, like, it consistently feels like they're doing everything in their power to stay away from your crosshair. Oh, good. We can actually just bottom out at 500 feet and be perfectly fine. Well, that's nice. Just one less thing to worry about. Nice! Aircraft carrier. That's what I would like to see. That's not what I'm gonna get. Ow. Maybe this keeping like 500 feet from the ground thing is just kind of the way to go. Ooh. We've been a little bit safer. We're gonna get to the refuel sequence again here. That'll be a good signifier that we've made it far-ish. Yep, push start. There we go. Refueling sequence initiated. So, you know, at least we get to see this excitement again. I love how the music starts. It's like, oh, get ready, man. There we go. Just barely connected, but we made it there. The missile refill is nice. I would have loved a little bit of repair too, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. Although in this scenario, I think that's kind of a dumb lens to look at that through. I'm not a beggar. I'm straight up trying to accomplish this mission for you. You need me to succeed. You know? Give me all the support you can. Or else this mission's gonna completely go under. More ships. None of them are aircraft carriers. Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. Look at that. Came close to that 40,000 mark, which would be the highest score we got, which means this was the highest score that we got. Good God. Yeah, level 3 ain't gonna happen. And I hope you don't hold that against me. I hope you don't, you know, sign a petition to keep me taken off the airwaves here, you know, because I'm botching Top Gun a little bit. It's not an easy game. I feel like it's not always difficult in necessarily the most fun, conducive way either, you know? It's just kind of like, here, we're going to fire 3 missiles at you, and you can try to escape them, but they'll still follow you wherever you go, and you can try to shoot them, but they'll dodge your crosshair. And it's like, look, man, this is a Wendy's, first off. Secondly, like, I'm just playing this game because I like the movie, and my parents thought, oh, hey, he's got one of those Nintendo things, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, we bought him that last Christmas. Remember, 20,000 feet. That's your safe zone. You leave 20,000 feet, you're done for. Yeah, you just hold the button in. So what's your favorite Top Gun game? There are actually other Top Gun games too. Heck, there was even another one for the NES, Top Gun: The Second Mission. So, oh boy, even once we're done with this, it won't be over. I mean, that didn't come out for, you know, another couple of years, so I won't have to touch it for a while. But I'll know that it's there, lurking in the shadows. Just waiting to pounce. Well, hope that it's been the most enlightening episode of your life. Hope that you've learned something important from witnessing Top Gun. I don't know what that would be. There's no real moral lessons to this series, you know. I don't have anything, any big inspirational quotes to leave you with here that'll change your life or anything like that. And that's good, because that's not what anybody comes here for. Oh, there we go. Almost didn't get that last one at exactly 20,000 feet, you know. That could have been a serious blunder. I was gonna say, we landing yet? I feel like I'm perfectly trained up. We didn't even die that time. But we won't even have enough time in the video to make it past level 2, even if we don't die, I think. These levels are pretty long, honestly. For what they are. Speed down. Okay. There's got to be like a perfect equilibrium on how to get this perfect every time. I don't know what it is, so I just gotta, you know, kind of panic a little bit. Which, you know, there's probably merit to that too. Gotta go faster. Gotta lower my altitude. There we go. And it's A-okay. He does it again. We've only had one crash on the landing sequence, so that's not bad. If there's one thing I can say, it's that I figured the landing sequence out quite well. Alright, one more crack at mission 2. We'll probably, you know, make it like a third of the way through and be done. Due to the timer of death be set upon me. Well, that's an immediate shot, so that's good news. Get hit immediately. Fortunately, though, did not get toasted by those missiles. Managed to avoid certain death yet again. Try to understand, I'm a magic man. Now, not so magic now, am I? Not at all. Magic men don't get shot down by missiles. Just a little tip for you. Come on now. Don't even look over at that other plane. He's got a missile coming for you, and as long as you don't see it, it's not there. It's just like the monsters in your bed. Close your eyes, they'll leave you alone forever. Isn't it convenient how that works? Your missiles have no power here. They only have power if you fire 3 of them at the same time. Oh, that sub tried and failed. It's a very difficult game to improve at, I'll put it that way. You just kind of keep throwing yourself at the wall and feel like you're not accomplishing much of anything. No, 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 no. Okay. Again, don't be afraid to leverage those missiles when you've got them. That thing didn't even get close enough for its sprite to enlarge, so I don't even know what I shot out of the water there. Fuel empty? Oh, what a shame. Guess what? Episode's over anyway. That's time. Well, boy, for better or for worse, that is indeed Top Gun. You know, again, I'm not going to say that, you know, I'm upset that I had to play through it. Well, I didn't play through it, you know, I kind of brick-walled at level 2, which I have a feeling is probably a regular thing You know, if I'm average, then it should be pretty easy to believe that the average person would in fact brick wall at level 2 within an hour. But anyway, you saw it. You saw the deal with it. Landing ain't as bad as people say. You just have to know what to do, match up your speed, match up your altitude, and then make sure that you're in line. And it'll warn you if you're not. You know, it says left, left, right, right. And that's not the worst part. The worst part is dealing with the missiles. The missiles just kind of have a mind of their own, and maybe with enough practice and enough finesse, you can overcome them. But that was definitely the most difficult part here. So that's that. We got one more game for November of 1987, and that's going to be Side Pocket. So join me tomorrow when we play Side Pocket, a pool game, a more grounded pool game than Lunar Pool, but a pool game nonetheless. So if you want an hour of NES pool, boy, you're in luck. As always, thank you for watching. We'll see you then.